Dark Souls 1 came out in 2011 and became my favorite series of games ever since. Let's begin a truly remastered experience.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath, the Scaleless, betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign.
To which we are branded.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
How did I get here? They were nice enough to give me all my armor. Oh. Thank you, Oscar. Guess I better make my escape. This isn't the Age of the Stars that I was promised. What happened? How did I end up in the asylum? A dungeon cell key. Read the descriptions. Key to the dungeon of the Undead Asylum to the north. A mysterious night without saying a word. Shoved a corpse down into the cell. An honest person was this key. Who was this knight? And what was his purpose? There may be no answers, but one must still forge ahead. How long have I been in this prison for? The pulsating eye of death. And the leather pouch which we're going to use. Pulsating eye are infamous for the repulsive use of inflicting pain and misery upon others. However, this eye can only be used on your own world. Grave Lord yourself, as they cannot be banished. Now there is this contract of Caitha with this mod, which I'm not going to be doing because it's actually kind of annoying. There are those who believe that Caitha is in fact a demoness who guides undead towards misfortune. Yet others still claim she's a compassionate being who sheds tears for the undeserving dead. Perhaps both are true. This basically sends you into like a... kind of like the Covenant of Champions from Dark Souls 2. And then we're going to use this. A soft leather pouch fit the whole plethora of inner soul fragments. Can be used to count deaths once opened. These fragments like to gravitate towards each other, making collection almost automatic even when one lays dead. This way everybody will know how many times we die this playthrough. But I've been playing this game ever since it first came out when I was young. So we'll see how that goes. Playing these games for a long time. A demon. They watch these prisons ever mercilessly. And how many people and victims lay here. Don't worry, buddy. All of you will find a way to break free, once and for all. That's not a sight of grace. A bonfire. We can attune the magic, the healing ability. To cast a miracle, the caster learns the tale of the gods and says a prayer to be blessed by its revelations. Heal is the lamest miracle you could possibly ever use. Although it's pretty decent in the first game. Let's break ourselves free. Now if we do walk back a little bit, you will in fact see that the demon is up on the roof, where the knight saved us. And these statues look a little bit like those statue bosses in Elden Ring. But don't worry about that. Come and face me, demon. I've fought many of your kind before. Hooah! Ooh, we do no damage. Time to leave. See ya. Well, not like that, because teleportation in this game works differently. Get your shield. Tower kite shield. Let's get rid of this helmet. We don't need a helmet. It obscures our beautiful face. Pretty. Your arrows mean nothing, Hollow. How dare you attack? I'm trying to save you. Can't you see that? Looks like the Age of the Stars has gone horribly wrong. Something backfired in the midst of it all. He didn't even know where to run. He was running into a wall. They truly lost their minds. They lost their purpose in life. Alright, I forgot I got this. An old ring decorated with a red blossom. The forces resting within this ring slowly heal its wearer. Clerics of Thorlin consider this method of healing to be heresy, and it's not a surprise the ring has been forgotten, which looks awfully similar to the Darkmoon ring. Of course it's been forgotten the time. What timeline is this? Where have we been sent to? This isn't the Lands Between no more. You try to get the drop on me. We're extremely slow and cumbersome. Another archer. Too heavy. Don't even try to roll. After you have black fire bombs at the start, then defeating the Asylum Demon is not a problem. And you get a gigantic hammer, which is okay at best, but the Demon Great Machete is where all the strength lies. No. Oscar, what happened?
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. You are a godsend to come at this moment. I wish to ask something of you. You and I were both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Sure thing.
I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. I hope that we meet again somewhere. One day. Oh,
We shall.
one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Orange juice.
Oh, and this.
I don't know. Asylum Floor 2 East
Now I
Key.
must bid farewell. So go now, and thank you.
Not a problem. We'll be seeing you later, buddy, because this mod restores your quest line. Content restored. We'll learn more about this undead asylum. Key to the iron bars on the east side. The undead asylum is a giant undead prison, segmented by countless iron bars. Even if an undead were to escape from the cell, passage to the outside world would not be gained easily. Oh, but don't worry, we'll show that demon what we've been through. We've been through much worse than this. Didn't I pick up a talisman? It's used for casting miracles of the gods. You. Thanks to this metal gauntlet, it makes deflections easier. How kind that they kept my armor intact. But this isn't what I had before. Now we gotta break free of this prison and find out what's really gone wrong. I should mention if anything lags at any point, it's because I may have too much effects with reshade and lighting and the DSR 2020 textures mod, which is a lot for my computer to handle. And recordings aren't too suited with it. But for the most part, it should be fine. I've done multiple tests with it. Anyhow, we can see the freedom path. Make our way there. The demon drop on your head and clip through the environment. Poke you. Oh, but you're slow. You're weak. You don't even know how to attack. As we just take many steps back and you will never be able to hit us. Falter. The big Pilgrim's Key. Is it called the Pilgrim's Path? The inner door of the main hall. Big key belonging to a chosen pilgrim. But this chosen undead knows not what this pilgrimage has in store. So wait, in order to achieve our Age of the Stars, we now gotta go on another pilgrimage. Ugh. Not as easy as I thought. The journey's not yet over, it seems. We gotta get our endurance up fast. You had just enough health to survive that. And somehow my spear hit you through the floor. Make way. How the heck would you even shovel up here with all these gravestones? There's like barely any dirt mounds. Built into like the side of a cliff.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords.
More lords we have to defeat. Terrific.
Lordran.
Get a view of the entire first level of the game. Beautiful. And Lordran level up and kindle their bonfires. Some humanity. A very important item. Rare tiny black sprite found on corpses. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? There is the twin humanities, which you'll get later, and the last line reads slightly differently. Well, first things first. Oh, well, we don't have any souls. I guess we should go collect some first. Make ourselves use this for a temporary future. Let's explore the truly remastered Firelink. This is the remaster we all deserved, and the one we never got. But with the use of reshade, lighting mods, and DSR 2020 textures, with respect to the mod creators, as well as of Ashes and Dust, thanks to Fenrix for this great mod. It looks much more gorgeous than ever. A cleric.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Tharaland. Have you business with us? If not,
I don't.
I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Well, if you, nah.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we return.
You're already being shady of the church.
But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Cracked red eye orb. What kind of evil stuff you got going on back in Thorland?
Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
I'm not too interested in faith.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Well, looks like Lordran will have to be for a little while.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
We will accept the gesture, and that's about it. What do you have to tell us about this place?
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
Well, they aren't here, so it doesn't look like you're already doing a good job. You're not even helping them.
An undead mission?
What's this
Regrettably,
mission about?
I cannot share that with you. But
Yes, you can.
You are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
Oh, of course. A false charity, as always. They always want to take something from you.
Very well. I can surely tell you, of all
This
people,
guy's shady.
undead
I don't trust him.
clerics are given a mission to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires with humanity. Through kindling, we shall one day be granted magnificent powers.
Kindling is the Holy Grail, and they use humanity as well. While they're already evil, we now
Come
know
again?
this. Using the powers of the Abyss to gain power. Terrific. Don't trust Thorlund. Immediately acquire his own gear. Someone decided to lock it away in a chest. The Morning Star. Hammer with a sharp spike on its pommel, one of the more barbaric cleric weapons. Uniquely, it does thrust damage and causes bleeding. Bleed is exceedingly good in Dark Souls 1. The mod I play with in Dark Souls 2, which is the Secret Fire, also did a great job with it. Caduceus Round Shield. Some gold pine resin. Lightning effective against dragons and demons. What's this shield? Any lore significance? Decorated by an ancient blue caduceus. The giant trees in Lordran are just an offspring of the great stone arc trees. The shield inherits their properties, and the wood greatly reduces magic damage. Barely any different, it's only slightly more than half. Homeward Bone. Quit those immediately. Bonfires are fueled by bones of the undead. In rare cases, the strong urge of the previous owners to seek bonfires and change their bones with a homeward instinct. Gotta get all the lore knowledge. Now see, back in the day, nobody read the descriptions of items, so no one knew what the heck the game was actually about or what anything was. But don't worry, we're gonna be reading every single thing we can get our hands on. Uh-oh, not a fan of that. Get away from me, skeleton, we don't have time for this. Ow! I'm not worried about the graveyard. Let's rest up and proceed onwards.